On a recent trip to the Dollar Tree, I came across these gorgeous outdoor stakes and signs that you can use during the summertime. Love that they're metal and great for displaying outside, but we're going to create a wreath with this one. I already love all the colors that are popping through. However, I need to change the base color to white so that it looks better with what I'm going to do with it. First things first, I'm going to remove the handle and the bird, but everything else needs to be covered because I'm going to spray paint it white and I don't want any of the colors to be covered. So I'm just going to use masking tape and just tape all the parts that I do not want sprayed on. It took a little time, but trust me, it's so worth it. I'm going to take it outside and we're just going to spray it with white paint. I chose white because it's going to really pop in the middle of all the green and the wreath that we're going to make. And this is the wreath that we're going to use. I found it at the thrift store. It was really cute, but it was very, very dated and it just needed a fresh new look. So I'm going to remove all the flowers, which came out pretty easily, and making sure that the wreath is in good condition, which it was. The design is now dry, so we're going to remove the tape. Way easier than it was to apply it. And now we are going to set it on top of the wreath because we are going to attach it. This is going to be the main piece. Look how much it pops. Love, love, love the white. We're going to use zip ties and we're just going to tie it in between the grapevine. And then that's it. I mean, it held really well. All right, so once I had all the excess cut, we're going to add greenery. That's it. I love the greenery against the wreath brown and then against the white base and with all the colors popping. Love it, love it. We're going to add a little bit of pop of color in just a minute. All these greeneries are from Dollar Tree except for one. One pick was from Walmart. I just broke it down and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue at the end and make sure that I add enough. I'm going to add a pop of color with ribbon, just some ribbon from Dollar Tree. I'm going to make a multi-loop bow, scrunch it in the middle with jute string. Then I'm going to do another one with a bright pink. I think it complements the design and it's the only bright pink I had. I have to go get more ribbon. Anyways, I'm going to make a smaller bow, center it in the center, tie it in the back, and then we're going to take the whole thing and place it on the opposite side as the bird. The bird is what has the most color and is so pretty, so I'm just going to do it on the opposite side. We're going to fluff it and cut the ends in a dovetail design, and then we're going to add one more thing, and that's just a little loop of jute string so that way we can hang it on a door or a wall. Stunning. I love this wreath. The greenery and then the pops of color in the center. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to go to the wooden section in their crafting aisle. Love Dollar Tree selection, and this square board is so fun for crafting. I use it all the time. I'm going to paint the bottom half of it in this sandstone by Waverly chalk paint. I did remove the jute string because we're not going to use it. Now for the top half, I'm going to use Waverly chalk paint again, but this one in the blue, and it's the ocean one, and it is gorgeous. Now we're creating a beach style design here. So the top is going to look like it's the sky and the bottom like it's sand. And then we are going to use vinyl to create what will look like the ocean. I think you're going to love it. Just stay tuned. All right, we're going to set that to the side to dry. Here's the vinyl. I think it's beautiful color. I'm going to cut 5 inches just because I really wasn't sure. And then we're going to roll it up again and we are just going to make it very flat. And then we're going to cut on the top and the bottom in a wavy look. Just do however many waves you want. Now I ended up cutting a little bit more later in the end because it was just a little too thick. So I made it, I would say, a total of 4 inches, just so that you know that. All right, the paint is dry, so we're just going to dry brush what will look like some clouds and just going to add them with a chippy brush and some white paint. Now we're going to take this turtle and we're just going to fill in the little hole that it had. These come in a pack of 6 at Dollar Tree. And we are using spackle to fill it. And then we're going to paint it in a beautiful moss green by Waverly chalk paint. And then, of course, we're going to set it to the side to dry. Now, of course, this is a design that I chose for it, but you can add whatever embellishments you want. Now, everything is dry. We're going to peel the back of the vinyl. And we're going to place the vinyl right there in the center. It's coming along. All right. So we're going to use the X-Acto knife to remove the excess vinyl from the sides. And then we are going to use one of these stakes that you can find at Dollar Tree pretty much in every season. But I love these that have a nautical look to it. Now, if you have a cutting machine, you can write any message you want, whatever you want. But because we're just trying to make this very easy and friendly to those who do not have a cutting machine, we're going to remove the stake portion of the stake. We're going to dry fit it on the board, and then we're going to mark and drill holes. Again, we're going to thread some jute string right through the holes, and then this is how we're going to attach that metal piece. It just attaches so much better with string rather than hot glue, but you can also use E6000 if you have that. All right, once again, we're going to tie it in the back with a knot, remove the excess, and we are going to add a little bit of hot glue again, just to make it nice and secure. All right, here's the turtle. It's nice and dry. We're going to use a green marker just to add some polka dots. I feel like it was missing something, but we're going to keep them pretty simple. We're going to add them there to the water right next to the sailboat. It's a massive turtle. We're going to add some of these seashells from Dollar Tree just here and there because the sand, of course, you just want that nice seashell look. And I think it's so stinking cute. All right, we're going to add some nautical rope. And you've seen me use this technique before. Just make a knot, a very tight knot. Remove the rope from the top and the bottom, and then add it wherever you want in the front of the design. We're going to do another one again, tight knot. Remove the excess from top and bottom and hot glue it to the front. And then we're going to cut off another piece of the rope, and this is what we're going to attach to the back. Just make sure you align the rope with the knots, and it's just going to make it look like it's hanging from the knots, but it's not. I'm also going to add some masking tape because it's going to fray on me if I do not do that. And that's about it, my friends. What a gorgeous piece. I love the 3 levels of colors, and that garden metal stake is so cute there. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with one of these flat canvases. They are gorgeous. They are a 14 by 11, and they're just perfect for crafting, friends. Okay, we're going to remove the plastic, and again, we're going to add a thick layer of Mod Podge to this one. All right, this is the fabric we're going to use. I'm just going to remove, again, the sticker, and we're going to iron it. This section is going to be a little larger for this one because the surface is larger, but it takes no time to iron. It works really well. I'm going to take this anchor one, and I'm just going to remove the actual stake. So I'm just going to dent it with my wire cutter. Now, I'm not strong enough to cut it with the wire cutters, but if I dent it and then I just kind of move it back and forth, it'll snap out so easily. It takes no effort at all. I want to add a couple extra things to the anchor, though. I'm going to distress it just a little bit using this brown antiquing wax, or I thought I was, because the antiquing wax was way too translucent. So then I changed back to this brown truffle paint by Waverly Chalk Paint. This worked really well. So I'm just going to use my sponge here, and I'm just going to just distress the edges all around the anchor, as well in the center in some of the details. Now, you may not think it's important, but I'm going to show you in a little bit how much of a difference it made. After I've distressed the anchor, I do want to lighten up or brighten up the little rope style on the top, just like you see me there. This is just going to lighten it up, brighten it, and it's just going to make it nice and pretty. All right, so now that the surface is dry, we're going to place the fabric right on top, and we're going to iron it. Once again, we're going to flip it over, and we're going to remove the excess fabric using my X-Acto knife. It just goes so much smoother with it, and it is really sharp, so be careful. But I do recommend a sharp X-Acto knife because to cut the fabric, it just makes it so much better. All right, we're going to flip it back up. Now for this one, I am going to add 1 layer of Mod Podge on top of the surface. This is to seal everything and make it nice and strong. I set it to the side to dry, and now it is nice and hardened. All right, I do want to add an edge with the antiquing wax. I just want to distress those edges just a little bit, although you can skip this part if you want, or you can use white paint, which I think will look really good as well. So I'm just going to use the same sponge, and I'm just going to do all the edges. All right, so now it's time to attach something in the back so that we can hang it. I'm just going to use jute string. Of course, you can use anything else you'd like. For this one, we're just going to use jute string. We're going to hot glue it and tape it in place so it's nice and sturdy. Then we're going to attach the anchor to the front. So I'm just going to mark where I want to drill a couple of holes, and then we're going to secure it with more jute string. Once I marked where I wanted it, I'm just going to drill the holes very carefully, of course. And then we're going to place the anchor right on top, and then we're going to thread the jute string through the little holes. That way it's going to be tightened in the back. But it's just a nice quick way for it to be nice and secure. After I secured it and knotted it in the back, I am going to add a little dab of hot glue. All right, moving along, we're going to take these little greenery. I believe these are from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to place a couple here and there. It's just going to look like little seaweeds, and I'm just going to place them on each side of the anchor towards the back so that you can hide the bottom part. I feel like I needed something else, so I'm going to bring in some of these seashells. Of course, this is optional. You do not have to add these. I'm going to add a couple right there in front of the greenery. And that's about it, my friends. Again, a beautiful, so much texture, and I love the blue on blue, but what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start with this scrap piece of wood. This is a 1x4 that I used in a previous project, and this is a leftover piece from another project. I'm going to sand down the edges and dust it really well. This garden stake is gorgeous. Now, it does have a patriotic theme to it, but of course, you can use the inspiration and create your own design. I'm going to remove the stake by simply twisting it back and forth and pulling it out, and then I'm going to dry fit it on the board, mark where I need to drill holes, and again, use my drill to drill them. I'm going to place the truck right where I want it, and I'm just going to thread some flexible wire right through the holes, and then again, twist it in the back and add masking tape to protect the surfaces. Once this is attached, I'm going to drill several holes right on top of the board. Now, this is going to be where the truck bed is, and we're going to add some greenery, but it's so much easier to attach when you have holes to place in them. I'm going to add some of these greenery pieces that I had left over from other projects. I'm just going to add a dab of glue and add one in each. Now, I did add several extra holes here and there as needed just to make it fuller. I'm also going to add several greenery picks going towards the bottom, almost like it's hanging over the wooden rail on the truck bed. I love the way this is turning out. All right, this little star ornament had left over from another project. They came two in a pack, and I'm just going to hot glue it right there in front of the truck. And look how stunning this looks. It has such a farmhouse style but patriotic look. Love everything about it, but I'd like to know what you think. Let me know. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start with this stitching kit that you can find at Dollar Tree Plus. I love these. However, I'm not going to use the stitching portion, at least not now. I am going to keep it, but let me show you what it comes with. Isn't that cool? All right, so we're going to use the hoop here, and we are going to just make a little wreath form with it. I'm going to take some foam from Dollar Tree, just cut off a piece. This little foam knife you can find at Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to hot glue it as well as zip tie it to the left side of the ring. Now, this one has more of a beachy kind of theme to it, but again, use it as inspiration and you can make any style and design you want. This seahorse garden stake is gorgeous. I'm going to bend and clip off the stake portion and then hot glue it right on top of the foam and use one more zip tie to secure it in place. Now, you're going to see it here, but we're going to cover it up in just a little bit. These little picks have a very coastal nautical theme to it. I'm going to take one apart and just kind of place them from the bottom and the top, adding hot glue as needed. I'm also going to add some more greenery faux boxwood just to fill it in and add a pop of green color to it. Burlap ribbon, I'm going to make a very simple bow. I'm just going to loop it like an awareness ribbon. I'm going to scrunch it in the middle, tie it with jute string, and then we are going to hot glue and tie it around the waist of the seahorse just to cover up that zip tie. I'm I'm going to flip it to the back, tie it in a simple knot, and then I am going to dovetail cut the legs. That way it's just going to be short and not overtake the wreath. Now we're going to add this tiny little starfish right in the center of the bow just to add a pop of color. And I'm also going to add more ribbon to the top. And this is how it turned out, my friends. What a simple yet stunning piece you can display during the summer, and you can use any stake. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.